Hey guys, Caden and I are out here at Dinosaur Valley State Park, and Caden is going on his first ever backpacking trip. It is the first day of winter 2019, and we're both really excited to go backpacking. Just going to do a few miles out here, but going to have a great time and just going to enjoy time in camp. So we'll see you out there. So they're doing controlled burns at the park today. I didn't see anything about that before we left. They might have updated their website or something, but a little bit earlier we're getting some ash rain down on us a little bit. All right, guys, give you a little idea of our route for this trip. We are right here, and we are crossing the river, and we're going to head up the Purple Trail, the Rocky Ridge Trail, up to the Overlook, and then all the way across the park this direction, then hop on the Cedar Break Outer Loop Trail. And we are camping over here at this campsite, campsite number 7. It's separated from most of the other campsites. Gonna stay there tonight, and then we'll take the Cedar Break Outer Loop back around, back to our car in the morning. Heading down to the river. This is the Paluxy River, one of the rivers that runs through the city of Glen Rose, Texas. There you go. Alright. Can you balance on one foot? Yeah. There you go. Alright, this rock is wiggly, so put your foot on there. Ah! You're fine. You're fine, I got you. Put the pole down. Yep. Lean on the pole. Alright, so one foot on there. Perfect.
We made it across the river. We made it across the river. Yeah, yeah, I did it. And we crossed the river. And I also Free country. This is what it says. Free country. Thank you.
So we made it to the top of the hill. We are up at the overlook, overlooking the Paluxy River. And it's been a pretty good hike so far. I think Caden's having a blast. He's enjoying a mini Cliff Bar snack. And it's actually, I thought the weather was going to be pretty bad today. It was terrible yesterday, but it's about 50 degrees today and pretty overcast, slight breeze. Got kind of cold down there by the river, waiting on some other people to cross before we could go across. And but since we've been hiking, it really hadn't been too bad at all. We probably got 2 more miles to our campsite, and then we're going to get set up. This is campsite number 4. This is one of my favorite backcountry campsites at Dinosaur Valley. And somebody made a little bench over there out of the log. And I've stayed in a tent here, but this is a good campsite for hammock camping. Several places for several people to set up. Well, we made it to campsite number 7. This is the small side trail in. And then it's basically right over there in the trees. And it's a really good campsite for hammock camping. Got quite a bit of trees out here. I've passed by this site once before, but I've never stayed here. And I'm pretty excited about it. It's way away from all the other ones. And I think it's going to be a really good spot for us. On this trip, I'm carrying enough stuff for 2 people. And I am carrying a lot of insulation for our underquilts and our normal quilt sleeping bag. So carrying quite a bit of stuff. This is a Go Light Jam 2. It's a 70-liter pack, and it is completely packed full with stuff in the outside pockets and everything. So quite a bit more than I'm used to carrying, but I'm carrying mine and Caden's stuff. He has a little bit of clothes, a couple snacks, and a water bottle in his backpack. So I'm going to set up the hammocks and we'll show you what that looks like. So these are our spreader bars that we put at each end of our hammocks to keep them pushed apart. These are made by Eno, and I got these from REI. There are other lighter options you can choose, but I got these primarily for car camping and brought them along on this trip. So I'll put those in and show you what that looks like. So that's a little bit closer shot of what it looks like. These are War Bonnet Eldorado hammocks with the net taken off of them. And you can see how much space we have between them. So Caden's decorating his hammock with some Christmas lights he brought. And those will look really cool under the tarp and later tonight when it gets dark. Alright, so this is our setup. That's a War Bonnet Cloudburst tarp with the poles on top that help spread it out. And then 2 War Bonnet Eldorado hammocks. This is a shot in from the end. You can tell how much room we got under there. Got it pitched up pretty high. Not expecting any rain tonight. I think there's like a 10% chance. Right here on the tree, you can tell how much lower I set up Caden's hammock than mine. And you can tell how far these poles are slanted right now, the spreader bars at the end. That's because whenever I get in, my weight will push him way up. And he'll probably still end up higher than me, but that'll help even us out a little bit. Alright, so here's our quilts and hammocks. This is Caden's setup here. That is a Arrowhead Equipment pillow. This is the Cub pillow. I have the same one over there, just a slightly different color. He's using Olivia's Go Light sleeping bag. Really like this feature of the Eldorado, being able to use the stuff sack as a little ridgeline organizer. You can see Caden's lights he has on his ridgeline. And then under the hammock, this is the Arrowhead Equipment Jarbidge 3/4 length underquilt, and I have almost the exact same setup over there, just a different color hammock, different color underquilt, same underquilt, same pillow in here. And these are real small pillows, but they are awesome for just getting right under your neck. And then they're connected by a line, you can probably see right there, to help them from sliding around. And then I have my old Go Light Ultra 20 quilt in there. Caden is the perfect length for this underquilt, the 3/4 length. So it's basically a full underquilt for him. For me, I'll be using a sit pad to go under my feet to help me from getting cold. All right, for dinner tonight, we are gonna have macaroni and cheese. This is the macaroni I have here. And then this is just an individual serving of Velveeta cheese that comes with the shells and cheese. I brought my Jetboil Mini Mo stove. And this thing is, there's Caden hamming it up like he always does. So the igniter on my stove quit working a long time ago, and I just use my striker, and that works pretty good. And I wasn't really extremely sure of the ratio, so I'm just kind of guessing here. Hopefully we got enough cheese. Pretty good. Obviously just like at home, but something about backpacking and camping makes it taste so much better.
You like macaroni.
Alright, for dessert we're going to have hot chocolate. So we are getting that ready. It's shortest day of the year, like I said, so it got dark really early. We started cooking dinner at 5, so I'm assuming it's probably around 5:45 or 6 now. Well, I know it's kind of dark, but we're enjoying our hot chocolate, and we're gonna watch The Grinch that I downloaded on my phone, since it's only a couple days before Christmas, and that's pretty much it for the night. Might have some popcorn later, and try to stay warm, and we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Pretty chilly morning this morning, somewhere just north of freezing. And we've already made Caden some hot chocolate this morning. He's already drank that, and I'm working on my coffee right now. Texas state parks, or at least most of them anyway, don't allow you to have a campfire out in their backcountry, so we're warming up around the stove right now. Our toes got pretty chilly last night in the hammocks, so I've always had problems with my feet getting cold, whether I'm in a hammock or in a tent. The only thing I've really found to help me out is the hot water bottle trick. We didn't do that last night because I thought it might be alright, but probably should have went ahead and did that.
We're gonna start hiking back, and it's freezing, and we have to cross the river, and we have to walk 2 miles back to the car.
We're headed back on the Cedar Break Outer Loop Trail, just 2 miles back around, and should be a pretty quick hike this morning and be awesome to get warmed up. So what was your favorite part, bud?
My favorite part at the campsite?
Well, the whole trip so far. Was it crossing the river or doing the hike? Or
I think it was like crossing the river, yeah.
That was your favorite part?
Yeah, crossing the river.
Because we did a good job and didn't get wet?
Yeah, I also like building all that stuff.
Oh yeah? Yeah, we did have some awesome tables and chairs that we built.
I know how to do it.
We're back to the creek crossing, and this is the part we got to go across right here. It doesn't really look like much. There's a pretty good trail of rocks across, but a lot of those are underwater. Some of them move around, so if you want to keep your feet dry, it takes a little bit of work. And then you get about halfway across, you can just walk most of the rest of the way, and then it's just back up this hill on the other side, and about a quarter mile past that's parking lot. Well guys, that's it. We made it back to the car. End of Caden's first backpacking trip. He's pretty excited about making it back, pretty excited about warming up in the truck. Actually met a guy when we were coming back across the river that knew me from my channel, and so that was really neat to talk to him a little bit. He goes to Guadalupe Mountains and Dinosaur Valley, a lot of the same places I do, plus he said he heads up into Arkansas and Missouri also. Anyway, really cool to meet somebody who watches my channel. So Caden, what did you think about your first backpacking trip?
Awesome! When we finished it!
Yep. Alright guys, well, thanks for following along, and we'll see you next time.